I'm Kimberly Graham. I am the Associate Casting Director at Judy Henderson Casting here in New York City, and I have been casting for about 10 years. I'm currently casting a bunch of different projects. I just finished a play for the New Group, which is an off-Broadway house here in Manhattan. I have a new musical called Bunty Berman Presents. And I just finished a pilot for CBS called Second Sight with Jason Lee and Christina Cole. And I'm going into a film next month, and then we start casting season 3 of Homeland in May. The interesting thing about our TV industry today is that you're seeing more of an influx of British actors coming into American television. For example, on our show Homeland, David Harewood is from England, as well as Damian Lewis. And we just cast a British woman in our new pilot for CBS, Second Sight. Her name is Christina Cole. So there's definitely opportunities to be had here. Seems to be the trend these days, which is nice. It's nice to see fresh faces. What I look for actors in auditions are the specific nuances that they bring that are very individual to themselves. Strong choices, I think you'll hear a lot of us talk about. Somebody who's really realized who that character is, so that I feel at the end of the scene, I know who that character is. An actor can ask questions during an audition, but make sure they're smart ones. You should know as much as you can about the project, who's not only casting it, who wrote it, who's directing it, who's producing it. Is it a play? Is it a film? Is it a TV show? But in terms of questions, keep them brief. We're certainly willing to help you, to help your audition get even better. I think one of the most common mistakes that actors make in an audition is kind of coming in and not being ready to go in the audition. They'll often come in and put their stuff down, they'll fiddle with their hair, they'll check their makeup in the mirror, they'll take a long time to prep themselves. That to me wastes my time because I have a very limited window in which to see a person. And if you take up so much time in your audition for that, I might not have time to do another take with you. So that's more of a pet peeve than anything. I think just coming in, being gracious, not asking too many questions, but hitting the work and being open to adjustments if necessary. I do cast non-union actors if the project permits it. It's more difficult to cast a non-union actor in a union project simply because of the SAG rules that we have to adhere to. But if you're somebody very specific that we're looking for, like a one-arm juggler, I might have to go into the non-union pool of talent to find that. The difference between casting a film and a television show is usually the time in which you have to do it. Most films are contracted for us 10 weeks, so we have time to put out offers if we are asked to do so, as well as to see people in the room as well for the roles. So that gives us a little more time than a television show, and ours in particular has an 8-day turnaround, so we do move fairly quickly. I try to cast actors for my classes when I feel that they're right for a role. I find it fortunate that I'm able to meet talent outside of what I get from agent and managers, because I'm often looking for new faces. So if I feel you're right for a role, then I'll be happy to bring you in on it. I feel if a role that you come in for is American, that you should try as best as you can to hide your accent. It's really important. It just opens up more opportunities for the actor so that you're not what we call pigeonholed into one type, as in an Australian or an Englishman. And I just think it opens up a bigger range for you if you're able to do that. So I do encourage you to work on getting rid of your native accent and trying to get more Americanized.